foam rolling guide for the bicep. This is great for anyone who's been experiencing pain or tightness in the arm, in the shoulder, in the elbow, or maybe even going down into the forearm and the wrist. So to set up for this, I'm starting down on the ground with a foam roller parallel to my side, and I'm going to reach my arm out onto the roller. I have my shoulder turned down ever so slightly, so that way I can place the front of the bicep directly on the roller. And then from here, I'm going to slowly start moving back and forth in between the length of the muscle. So I'm going from just above my elbow to just before my shoulder. And what I'm looking for are any spots that feel particularly tight, painful, or tense. If and when I find one of those spots, I'm going to stop on it. And then the motion that I'm going to do here is I'm going to start turning my wrist and my hand back and forth. So you can see I'm not turning the entire arm. The arm is staying facing down. It's just the wrist that is turning, and what that's doing is it's moving the bicep through its length, its range of motion a little bit, so that way while I'm keeping the pressure on it with the roller, I can get the bicep itself moving a little to help to work out the knots that we might find. I'm going to do this for anywhere from 10 to 15 repetitions at a time of turning the wrist in either direction. And if that's the only spot that I find, then I could just leave it there. You might find that there's multiple different spots that are tense or tight here in this muscle. So if I were to find, say now, another one that was higher up, I would just stop and do the same thing. So again, 10 to 15 repetitions of turning the wrist back and forth. Once I finish on one side, I would switch to the other and do the same thing. So roll back and forth, find a spot that feels a little bit tight. And then you can't see my hand now, but I'm turning the wrist back and forth. Like I said at the beginning, this is a great one to check on and to work out if you've been having any pain in your arm, in your elbow, going up into the shoulder, or even going down along the wrist and the forearm.